pilot's last mistake killed 143 passengers on board Gulf Air Flight 072.
Flight 123, this is Control Tower. You're cleared for takeoff into a world where aviation history unfolds, revealing untold stories, triumph, and tragedy. Welcome aboard to Aero Accident, and buckle up for a captivating journey as we unravel the mysteries of the skies together.
On August 23, 2000, Gulf Air Flight 072 and Airbus A320 crashed into the Persian Gulf while attempting a missed approach to Bahrain International Airport, resulting in the tragic loss of all 143 lives on board. Following the accident, a commission inquiry was established to investigate the cause of the crash. Initial findings based on the recovery of the flight's black boxes revealed that the approach for Flight 072 was unstable from the outset. The pilots continued toward the runway despite not being properly aligned for landing. In an event to correct the situation, the captain executed non-standard maneuvers at a low altitude, which further exacerbated the instability. The captain's disorientation and frustration led to the decision to abandon the approach, but an erroneous pitch-down command resulted in the plane descending rapidly into the sea. These initial findings highlighted the critical errors, psychological traps, and lax adherence to the established procedures that contributed to this tragic event. The investigation into Gulf Air Flight 072 uncovered significant issues with the approach and subsequent maneuvers performed by the pilots. From the moment the approach began, it was deemed unstable. The aircraft was not properly aligned for landing, yet the pilots continued pressing toward the runway. This deviation from the standard procedures set the stage for a series of critical errors. Disorientation and frustration further complicated matters. The captain became disoriented amidst the chaotic situation, and his frustration grew as his attempts to correct the approach failed. Despite the ground proximity warning systems sounding alarms and urging the pilots to pull up, their responses were inadequate to rectify the course of events. Tragically, the captain made the critical error of pitching the aircraft downward instead of upward, leading to a rapid descent and the eventual crash into the sea. The sequence of events revealed a deviation from standard procedures, a lack of situational awareness, and failure to maintain a stable approach. These critical errors, coupled with the pilot's disorientation and frustration, contributed to the tragedy of Flight 072. The investigation served as a stark reminder of the dangers that can arise when mounting stress, lax adherence to rules, and a breakdown in situational awareness are present in the cockpit. It underscored the need for pilots to prioritize safety, follow established procedures, and undergo comprehensive training to mitigate the risks associated with such circumstances. In the harrowing moments leading to the crash of Gulf Air Flight 072, the captain's disorientation and frustration played a significant role. As the situation deteriorated, the captain made the decision to abandon the unstable approach. However, instead of initiating a climb, he inadvertently pitched the aircraft downward, propelling it further toward disaster. The captain's disorientation stemmed from a loss of visual reference as the aircraft flew over the dark expanse of the Persian Gulf on a moonless night. With no external cues available, he became susceptible to the powerful somatographic illusion. This illusion, which confuses acceleration with pitch up, led the captain to erroneously perceive a pitch-up motion and responded by pitching the aircraft downward. The captain's frustration intensified the situation. Faced with mounting stress and the inability to rectify the unstable approach, his decision-making became clouded. This frustration may have hindered his ability to think clearly and respond appropriately to the alerts and warnings from the ground proximity warning system. The combination of disorientation and frustration proved to be a fatal mix. The captain's pitch-down command sent the aircraft into a rapid descent, despite the warnings to pull up from the ground proximity warning system. The situation deteriorated rapidly, leaving the pilots with little time or opportunity to recover. The investigation highlighted the psychological traps that can ensnare even trained pilots when faced with extreme stress and a departure from established procedures. It serves as a stark warning of how disorientation and frustration, coupled with a failure to adhere to standard protocols, can lead to catastrophic consequences. The tragic outcome of Flight 072 underscores the critical importance of maintaining situational awareness, managing stress effectively, and consistently adhering to established aviation practices, particularly in challenging and high-stress situations. The accident underscored the critical importance of pilot experience, particularly when operating advanced aircraft like the A320. Handling emergencies, making critical decisions, and maintaining situational awareness requires a high level of competence and familiarity with the aircraft's systems and procedures. Inadequate experience can impair a pilot's ability to respond effectively, especially under stressful conditions. The investigation highlighted concerns about the pilot's training. Effective training programs are essential to equip pilots with the necessary skills and knowledge to handle various scenarios. It was evident that the pilots' training and experience did not adequately prepare them for the challenges they faced during the unstable approach and subsequent maneuvers. Aviation safety relies on continuous training, recurrent evaluations, and ongoing skill development. Pilots must regularly undergo training that simulates challenging scenarios and reinforces proper procedures. This ensures that they are well prepared to handle unexpected events and maintain safe operations. Don't miss out on the impactful stories and important lessons from Aero accidents. Subscribe now and join us in our pursuit of aviation safety and understanding. Also, press the bell notification icon to never miss an upload from us. As a result of the Flight 072 tragedy, the aviation industry recognized the need for enhanced training programs and stricter proficiency requirements of pilots. Regulatory bodies and airlines implemented measures to strengthen pilot training and experience criteria, including increased simulator training, stricter proficiency checks, and more stringent requirements for pilot in-command positions. The lessons learned from this accident serve as a reminder of the critical role that experience and comprehensive training play in aviation safety. They highlight the necessity of continuously investing in pilot training programs and ensuring that pilots have the necessary skills, experience, and decision-making capabilities to navigate complex situations and uphold the highest standards of safety in the skies. Engage with us in the comments section below and share your thoughts, insights, and personal experiences. Thank you for joining us on this meaningful journey.